What's going on? It's your man, DJ Big Mike.
It's your boy, TJ, the mayor.
And this is Beyond the Tracks podcast.
Your podcaster's favorite podcast. Gentlemen. It's me and my brother up in this mother sucker tonight.
Just me and my brother.
Drinking partners. Me and my brother. Yin Yang twins. 2000 and I don't even know what. I don't even know. I was in high school. I was in like 10th grade when the Yin Yang twins really hit
dying
big.
over here.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
What you drinking on?
I was just thinking of what they used to say. What was it? What's the little thing? Yeah, there you go. And I was thinking about it as I was taking a drink, and that didn't work out.
No, you shouldn't have when you're taking a drink because it doesn't.
Because I inhaled to get the hand out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you can't do that. Can't do that.
Yeah, I just almost died.
We podding today, man. We have a special episode coming to y'all today, man. We got a lot of cool community things coming up that we want to talk about. So today, we're talking about community. Today, we are talking about planting seeds coming up. If y'all can see my shirt. My homeboy, Woody Hoffer, that was on here a few episodes ago. He has some really, really cool stuff coming up that we're involved in. The MCOP is involved in. Just the city of Monroe is involved in. Really cool thing that we're getting into today. Before we go any further, let's hit us up with some. Let's hit them up with some sponsorship. As you know, we have the award-winning 8 Mile Vodka behind me. Yeah, man. Mikey Shoemaker, George Berkeless, his brother, Alex. Berkeless, or I call Al because I just know him like that. Never met him, but he's Al to me. You know what I mean? Al Berkeless, what up, though? The Tomey brothers, man, Michael and Anthony, they all just do so much incredible work to make 8 Mile Vodka, born in Detroit. Such a great thing to be a part of. You know what I mean? Right. They were actually just down today. Downtown Dev, shout out to the Dev group, Pete and Dev over at downtown or over at the development group. Downtown Dev and Mikey Shu, they were at the Pistons facility today.
Okay.
Yeah. They had some real cool stuff going on down there. So man, shout out to 8 Mile Vodka, born in Detroit. The award-winning. Now we have to say that the award-winning 8 Mile Vodka. You dig?
The world award-winning.
The world of the world, Craig.
Of the world.
And actually, 8 Mile Vodka representatives said that they are going to find us some blue Dixie cups because they are tired of our red Dixie cups. Hey,
that's what's up. Toast 8 Mile. Let's go.
Toast 8 Mile, yes. Also, coming in hot, we have We Handle Candles. We Handle Candles right here. That's from my boy Stelios and his lady Kayla. They make some incredible candles, some Soe candles, clean burning stuff. Like always, what we have in the studio that I like to show to you guys. These are my two favorites, so I always show them. We got the 4th of July just passed. We got the 4th of July citronella joint right here to keep the mosquitoes away.
For sure.
We got the Fruit Loops that just always smells good, no matter what you're doing. Well, no matter what your extracurricular activities, no matter if you're smoking weed or your butt booty nigga still stanking. You know what I mean? Hey, the Fruit Loops will get you right. We handle candles.
Fruity Loops, and we ain't talking about the beat making machine.
Oh, I thought we was talking about the cereals. Nope. A doo-doo-doo-doo.
Hey.
Along with that, man, we also want to give a big shout out to Spooky Films because that's also Stelios is also the man behind Spooky Films who does incredible stuff around the city. So a big shout out to him. Yeah. So yeah, We Handle Candles, 8 Mile Vodka. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. Thank you so much for the support, and thank you so much just for being good homies, good wholesome homies. Mike, what you got over there for sponsorship today, sir?
As always, we got JC Quality Construction. Everything from the 2x4 to the key to the front door. You can hit him up. I like the sound effect. You can hit him up at 734-652-9715. Definitely hit him up. Ask for Jason Cole. Mention Beyond the Tracks podcast, and he will give you 15% off. Also, got to shout out Cheat Designs, my mans.
Yes, sir.
My mans.
Yes, sir.
You know, always representing.
Oh, you got it on too today.
Got a new boy on today.
Yeah, I see
Hook
you.
Me up. Yeah, hit him up at www.cheat-designs.com, or you can hit him up at 734-681-0331, and definitely tell him that Beyond the Tracks podcast sent you, and he'll hook you up with a little something special. I ain't gonna say what it is, but he'll hook you up with a little something.
Yeah.
And he's got he's got a pop off coming. Pop up shop.
A little pop up.
Yeah, a little pop up.
A little Monroe Nutrition.
Yeah. August 13th, it will be at Monroe Nutrition. The Cheat Design Experience. I apologize. The Cheat Design Experience. Like I say every pod, man. Like, mark your date for that, because he's got some amazing stuff. He's been showing me a lot of stuff, and it's just been everything in my power not to. Like, he'll send me some stuff, and I want to post it up, and he's like, "Don't post it." I'm like, "I'm not."
But it's so incredible. You just want to put it out there to the world. Right. Yeah.
It's like people have to wait, but yeah, it's gonna be big things. We're planning that. We're gonna do a lot of raffles. You're gonna be able to buy stuff there. You're gonna be able to buy artwork, clothes. He's taking orders that day. He's taking your measurements, doing the whole nine to get you proper. And this turnaround time is actually dope, man. We were talking about that because, like, I literally talked to him about a shirt on, let's say, Wednesday, and he brought it over on Friday. Like,
which is amazing.
Yeah. Because of custom one-off. Yeah.
Well, because some people might not know that a lot of these shirts, like, for example, what Mike's got on, some of the stuff in Mike's shirt, and also the Nipsey Hussle artwork, the wall art behind Big Mike here. I'll put it over to Big Mike over there. You see the Nipsey Hussle. That's bleach. He's bleaching shirts. I mean, it's a process. You have to take the time to do some stuff and then let it dry. Then do some overlays, let it dry. I don't know the terms. I'm calling it overlays because I'm used to music. But
man, he's doing some just crazy stuff with different types of vinyl and materials, and overlapping different materials with other materials that you wouldn't think match. You know what I mean? But when it all comes out, it's just super dope. So yeah,
and that's why it's called wearable art.
Oh, no,
because it's actually an art piece that you're putting on. It's not just a t-shirt that screen print or jet screen or whatever. Right. Like, there's layers to this shit, man. Yeah. There's a lot of things that people don't. It's not traditional the way he makes his shirts. Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully to the people it makes sense what I'm talking about. If it doesn't make sense, I'll tell you like this. If it doesn't make sense,
come down and check it out.
August, I almost said April. August 13th, go down to Monroe Nutrition on Monroe Street right here in Monroe. Yeah. Come to the pop-up shop. Go see for yourself. You know what I mean? I don't care if you buy anything or if you buy the whole store. I really just would love for people to come down and see how cool it is and how many things that he has going on.
And I don't know if I've mentioned this. I've mentioned it a few times, but I don't know if I mentioned it. But it's free. It's free to get in.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to pay anything to come in and enjoy and look and, hopefully when you're down there, you get you a Monroe Nutrition ziggity, as TJ calls it, the ziggity boom.
Ziggity boom boom.
And it's making you feel good, makes you want to buy some stuff.
I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. This is totally freestyle. Didn't even think about this until you said it.
Okay.
If I'm there, while I'm there, if somebody walks in.
Okay.
And gives it I said, hey, yo. All right.
You going to buy him a T-bomb?
I'm going to buy him a T-bomb. Not the big joint. Not the mega joint.
You can't.
Not the mega joint.
You can't get the mega joint?
Bro, I don't want people bouncing off the walls.
Bro, I'm on that.
Aren't ready to bounce off the walls. So I'll get you a regular size. I'll get you a regular size. Plus, I'm not balling like these gentlemen always try to act like I'm balling and shit. I'm not balling like that. But yes, you know what? Come see me. I will get you a T-bomb. If I'm there and you walk in and said, I said, hey, yo.
Okay.
I got you. It's a freestyle. I just came up with it, but guess what, man? I love the fact when I walk in there, just from them listening to the pod and from when Jeff was on here, and just it's kind of like our inside joke, all of us at the pod. You know what I mean? The rap battle shit.
He hits me up with that when I walk in.
Yeah, and like every time we walk in, either him or Steph, they're always like, I said, hey, yo, you know what I mean? And that's just became a thing that's pretty dope. So you know what? Let's do that, man. Let's do that. Are you?
I'm with you.
You want to match me?
I'm going to match you.
Okay, cool. If you match me, we'll go with megas.
Let's go.
Okay, boom.
Let's go.
Ziggity boom.
Anybody that comes in and says, hey, yo.
But you got to say that I said before the ayo. We got to make it specific. I want to know that they actually listen to the pod. I said, hey, yo. I said,
hey, yo.
Not, as Holiday Don says, I said.
Smoke something. None of that.
No, if Trick walks in and says, smoke something, bitch, then we are not hitting them with our nutrition. We are going out back, and I don't even smoke, but I'll smoke with him. And that's going to be that.
Shout out to Trick. I just said to TJ, before the pod, I was like, man, this dude be smoking on cannons, man.
You did say that. You did actually say that. Yeah. He was on Instagram smoking a cannon. Every time I hear cannon, I hear the drop. Cannon.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, no, this motherfucker's got a cannon.
Yeah.
When me, Mikey, and Jake were at his 50th performance party in Detroit. Alum. He, first of all, he tells the crowd, he didn't have to, but he told them, hey, man, it ain't a party yet because I don't see no fucking smoke in the air. And then I thought I went back to Jamaica.
Say it, and it wasn't a smoke machine?
Wasn't no smoke machines. And then he pulled out some shit that looked like a baseball bat.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Every time I see him, he got the cannon.
It looked like one of the mini baseball bats that you get as like a commemorative thing when you go to like
the Tigers game
or something. No, it looked like that joint. And I was like, oh, they smoke. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So how about this, man? We're talking about Lloyd Cheatham and Cheat Designs and his art, right? We're talking about, you said when he does this thing down at Monroe Nutrition, it's free to get in, right? We're talking free.
Right, free.
We're talking art, right?
It's beautiful.
I'm going to tell you something that's art and that's free right now here in Monroe, all right? If you guys follow my Facebook or my Instagram, I've been putting up pictures of going to see Jake Dwyer over there. He's doing Monroe Beer Cooler. He's doing a mural over there, okay?
Yeah. Dope.
Man, shout out to Jacob, man. He's incredible. I got to meet him and chop it up with him for a second. Every time I ride by there and he's painting, you know what I mean? I roll the window down and take a couple pictures. I shout out to him, and he knows it's me now, and he's probably like, this dude's stalking me. He's got a man crush on me, but right. I have a man crush on the beautiful things that are going on in the city. That's my man crush right now. And so we're talking about free. We're talking about art. Man, Planting Seeds, my boy Woody Hoffer and the MCOP, they have an incredible event coming up, man. On July 16th.
Yes.
This is so the day that this comes out, it'll be 8 days from the day that this podcast comes out. So July 16th, there's going to be a free barbecue to
barbecue.
I almost said, I got stuck for a second. Commemorate or bring light to all the great art stuff that's going on, man, between the gardens at the center, between, Labor Park. Labor Park is a dope place, man. Yeah. I just seen some kids. It made me so glad. I rode past the other day. Mike, not to cut you off. I rode past the other day, and it made me feel so good because there were some kids playing in the splash pad, and it was super hot, and I'm like,
dope.
Dude, the center didn't have splash pads. We had a hose, but guess where we came to.
We have evolved.
We've evolved in some stuff. So
and once again, that's a super duper shout out to MCOP.
Yes.
I know a lot of people were real hesitant when they planned to take over and they got voted to take over. A lot of people were hesitant, but I'm telling you, they have done amazing things quick. And like somebody had asked me, they was like, well, where's Labor Park at? And I was like, oh, it's behind the center. And they was like ALCC? And I'm like, yeah. They was like, they have a park? And I'm like, just head down Winchester. You'll see it.
You'll see
it. And they
was
like, that's like, why did they call it Labor Park? And I was like, it's been called Labor Park. Just nobody knew because it really wasn't a park. It was like
a parking lot.
It was, and they had like a bench there and a picnic table.
Parking lot.
But now you go down there, it's Labor Park. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, definitely shout out to them.
Here's a little something, Big Mike. Is, we all come from the center, man. We do.
Facts.
Woody also, man.
Yep.
Like, Woody is, people that don't know Woody, man. Woody's a behind-the-scenes guy, but Woody used to hoop his ass off down the center, man. We used to all hoop there. Some of the wildest shit used to happen in that back parking lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we're competitive people, right? Everybody, we're competitive. It's right outside of, like, you prove yourself at the center. Here in Monroe, that's where you prove yourself. You can ball or whatever, right? And there's people from out of town that used to come. Hell, Chris Webber came down to the center. You can ask Anthony Hoskins. Hey, everybody, ask Anthony Hoskins when you see him about Chris Webber coming down and different people, whatever. But there's been some really epic moments in that back parking lot when it was a parking lot, and now it's not a parking lot. It's a park. And it's a place of love, and it all stems from that, I'm saying competitiveness, but the love for being at the center, right? And doing that competitive stuff has morphed into everybody can grasp that, the love of the center from Labor Park when I see kids back there, and it's not just grown-ups getting their bag together to go inside and hoop and all this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's in my mind, in this crazy way I'm thinking, it's hard for me to get it out, you know what I mean, from here to here. But what it's morphed into is something so much more than just a place where it's prideful. It's not just prideful now. It's prideful with this love.
Right. And it's, you know, the thing is, what's crazy is like you said, people that kick it at the center and have grown up with the center since, God, I can't even tell you when it started. It seemed like it was in the 40s, right? I'm talking about when I was a kid, not that I was in the 40s, but like it was just the love of the center. You
were a late 70s, 80s baby while you were growing up.
Yeah, but it's like going down to the center was like your safe place. That was, you know, you go down there. I remember, you know, I want to shout out
not just a safe place. That was your happening place,
right? But it's like I want to shout out like John Terassi was huge with me growing up.
Yes,
you know he. People like that kept a lot of people out of trouble. Bev, heck, you know what I mean?
Bev put me in a couple timeouts.
George, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like George would holler at you, I'm going to ban you.
Yeah.
You set the hell down, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Scott Tolles. I mean?
Scott Tolles, yeah, still down there. And it's kind of, I'm glad that I was able to see it blossom so much in my lifetime, because there's a lot of people that didn't get to see this, right? And so I'm so like when I ride past it every day, and I don't have to. Like I don't have to take Dixie to 75, but I do just for the simple fact so I can ride past the park. You know what I mean? And I never did that before.
Yes.
You know, I always took 3rd Street all the way down to Conant, take a left on Conant, hit 75. I make it a point to literally go down Winchester just to look at the park.
Just to look at it.
And I slow down, and I'm just like, fucking amazing.
Happened to me today. I was at work, and I was about to leave work. I was on the phone with Woody, and as I was on the phone with him, because he was telling me the story about the archway that got built into the garden, and he was telling me the backstory behind that. And so immediately I take a longer route home so I can go past it. I just happened to be today, and they got the planting seed side and you know, planting seeds sign.
Just real quick, if you can.
So just real quick in a nutshell, it was something. So this guy, you know, he's like a welder and, you know, metal fabricator and all this other stuff. And it's nothing crazy. It's just the fact that they said what they wanted. He didn't see a picture of none of this. He just built it without seeing anything. He just said, okay, boom, and it happened. Shout out to Woody and shout out to Stephanie. You know, they reached out to this guy and
so it was just natural. It's organic.
It was just, yes. And it was like, he from the way they talk about what it was and the way they describe it, he just built it. You know what I mean? And that's the people that's behind these things. They're so passionate. They're so into it. You don't have to see some of the things. They can tell you and bring it to life, man.
Right. And not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But like that's something that's great about Woody and great about Stephanie is that they have a vision in their head, and when they speak about it, you can envision it. You can see it. You know, even if you're not an artistic person, like I remember Stephanie was talking about the garden and how she wanted to change some things, and like I envisioned it like exactly the way she was saying, you know. And I'm just like, once I seen it, I was like, damn, like that's exactly the way she explained it. You know how some things it's like, you know, some people they'll say something, then you'll see something and you'll be like, that's not what I expected, but it's still cool. No, this was definitely like, damn, like this is like you pulled off exactly what you were saying, and I'm on the CPC board and different things like that, the Citizen Planning Commission.
Can I give it a warrant?
Yeah, go
ahead. Because here's the thing. Hold on for a quick second. Now I'm gonna cut you off for a quick second. People don't know, man, that DJ Big Mike is not just a DJ and he's not just a nurse. We talk about this on here, but he's on a couple different boards, man, that actually you voted something really cool that we'll talk about at the end of this podcast, but he was part of the thing that voted in something that's going to expand this thing that we're talking about even more. But he doesn't talk about it a lot, but Big Mike is humbling it, but he's a part of some of these boards, man. He does a lot. You do a lot, Mike. You do a lot in the city, like
thank you.
As far as you know, the rooms that you're in. You were just in last Wednesday. Can I say that or no?
What's
about the Wednesday? you know, with Mayor Clark and the different people on the boards and all this stuff?
Actually, I wasn't. I didn't go. Dana's aunt was really sick.
I forgot all about that. I'm sorry.
I didn't go. So Mayor Clark, I did shoot you a text and apologize, but unfortunately, I didn't go to that. But it was something.
But to finish my point, you are an integral part of the city, man. Yeah. People like you, you know, we always don't recognize some of the people that are behind the scenes doing things and you know, moving stuff around the board. But I mean, people like you, people like Kelly Vining, people like Aaron Lavender. I mean, there's so many different people. People like, I mean, shout out to Deb Stilgrave, shout out to Mark Crock.
Yeah.
Shout out, there's so many different people. But it's starting to get to the point. But anyway, I just had to big you up for a second. Well, it's about you. I got to big you up because you are and on some of these boards and you're on the planning commission, right?
Yeah, citizen planning commission.
Yeah, so, okay, sorry. I cut you off.
Second precinct, represent.
Represent. Go ahead, go ahead.
So when this came to us and we were looking at the design and how much it was going to cost and all this stuff is, you know, and I don't even know if I should say this, but I literally didn't give a damn how much it cost. I didn't give a damn where the money was coming from. I knew they had the money, and I knew that they were trying to make it happen. Mm-hmm. So it's like when you see and actually I think Woody might have done the architectural plan. He did
the video.
Yeah,
everything.
So when you were seeing it and you're trying to envision this 2D picture as 3D. Mm-hmm. You go, I get it. Right, but then when Woody and Stephanie started talking about it, I was like, I know everything, and it's gonna be
open everything up, didn't it?
It's gonna be fucking amazing. And then when I seen it because I was going down there all the time. I seen it being built, and I just smiled because I'm like, this is the dream. Mm-hmm. This is the dream that they envisioned, and it's coming to life.
Yes.
And I was like, oh man, like golfers clap.
Definitely a golfers clap for that, man. Woody is a close friend of mine, and so Woody will send me some videos and bounce some stuff off me sometimes, and I've gotten to sit in when he teaches up at U of D. I got to sit into a couple of architectural hip hop projects that are being presented online, especially during COVID and stuff where everything was online. I got invited to do some Zoom stuff, and and I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of the stuff's foreign to me. I'm no architect,
right? But
watching it and understanding what's going on, like the particular one that particular, is that a right word? I never know on this shit. I don't want to sound dumb when I'm talking about smart people.
Yeah, but just don't say like, and specifically.
No,
don't
specifically.
Say that. Yeah, don't.
Specifically, for this particular project, you were building up a building, and while you're building up that building in video, that building, you take that you get assigned an album, a hip hop album.
Yes.
And you take some lyrics from that album that means something, or a song from that album, and it means something to why you are building this particular structure up. I mean, they had Nipsey, they had Nas, they had Jay. I mean, they had so many like iconic verses, Tupac, some iconic verses of what those lyrics mean. So those lyrics are playing, and as they're playing, you're watching what they're saying.
Right.
In a metaphorical type thing come to fruition. It was the most beautiful shit, and I was like, oh my God.
That's dope.
It was dope is the understatement.
I think Woody talked about that on the podcast he was on. If you guys haven't checked that out, then definitely go back, watch the podcast with Woody. Mm-hmm. He breaks a lot of shit down. He breaks shit down that we can't break down.
Yeah, we can't break down. Yeah, I probably sound a little bit, not so smart when I say it.
No. But see, it's like I want people to grasp the whole concept and the whole like me and you. We feel it. We sat down with Woody. We talked to Woody. We talked to people. Yeah. It's like I want our listeners and our viewers to like go back and just think of what we're saying in this podcast. Then go back to Woody's podcast. And you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
And I want to make sure I give everybody that's listening the information of what we're talking about right now, because I'm gonna do a quick rundown of just real quick. Like I started off saying, everything's free. You just show up July 16th. It starts at 11 a.m. Everything's free. All right. They got hip hop yoga going on. They got DJ Big Mike on the 1s and 2s. They got a lot. We have to get that. We have to do that and then put it in a sounder like you said. It would be genius. But we have DJ Big Mike, man. We have, and I'm going to break down the artists here in a minute, but we have a bunch of performances. We have a Q&A with the artists that did the mural projects.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which we're definitely going to shout all them out here in a second. But I just want to give everybody a rundown. Also, what I didn't know until just a week ago, they're also doing tours. So for free, you can hop on a bus and go see the murals that they painted around town, you know what I mean, throughout the day. That's what I'm saying, man. There's just so many cool things that are going to be happening. Oh, by the way, did I mention free barbecue? Barbecue. Like, come on, man.
Right.
You eat for free. So
and you get sides.
You get sides. You get sides.
You get.
They got some baked beans. They got some mac and cheese. They got some pulled pork. They got some stuff. I want to do something real quick. If you're okay, Mike, give me a quick second, man. I know you're always okay because I always just start talking, right? Yeah. It's a podcast. That's what you do, right?
Listen, if I said no, you just turn my mic off and do what you do. So it's all right.
Oh, good point.
You run the board.
I've never muted you, but good point. Good point. I have edited you. I have edited you out before.
Have you really?
I have.
Oh damn!
It was for the greater good of you.
Can you say what episode that is so I can tell people to shout or to go to?
I can't because I don't know.
I was gonna say
we do once a week now, and I forget.
But this is the thing: if you edit me out for something and it's for the benefit of me, I need you to tell me that because I put everything straight up on just the audio.
Ooh, you sure?
I don't edit a damn thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off air. So what I want to do is I want to run through this really, really quick.
Yeah,
and it's only because we're gonna talk about all these people, but I don't want to leave anybody out in case we get to ranting and going on some other thing. I want to make sure. We don't
ever do that, do we?
Who does that?
No.
But I want to here's some shout outs real quick, and I'll try to make it quick, but you know me, I'm Bro Black, so I won't make anything quick. Stephanie from MCOP. Stephanie, I love your energy. I've met you a couple times. You have the same presence on social media or what people talk about in rooms about you when you're not there. You have that same energy like it's in your presence, right? And I'm sorry because I can never pronounce your last name and I don't want to butcher it on this podcast.
Don't butcher it.
But Stephanie, we love you. Stephanie over there at MCOP.
Hold on. Can I say this real quick?
Yeah, you sure can.
I don't know if Stephanie listens or watches, but this woman made me tear up.
Oh, you're going to tear up now, ain't you?
At a CPC meeting.
Oh, this is the part where I get to edit you out?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it back on me.
Okay.
No, let him flow. The camera's on me. Let it flow.
No, go ahead.
You had a real tear.
No, I'm good.
Oh, no, it's okay.
It's hot.
Oh, yeah, right.
I be
and the allergies from the plants that we have in here. I get it. Yeah.
I be sweating.
Another couple of people that I want to shout out is Anthony Hoskins, Manjo Hoskins, Emmanuel Joe. I call him Manjo. You know, we're family. We call him Manjo. Man, they're doing some incredible stuff down there, man. They're from the community. They've been a part of the community. Anthony, we've always talked about this, Mike, about grabbing Anthony and putting him on this pod. And we just haven't had a chance. We just haven't had a chance to all get together at the same time to talk about, and I want to call it takes a village, because a person like Anthony Hoskins knows what it means to raise, it takes a village to raise a child.
For sure.
Well, that's going to be a pod.
That might be a part 1, 2, and 3.
And Manjo, retired fire chief. Mm-hmm. They're doing so much incredible stuff. We mentioned Bev and John Tarassi and all these different people, from the center. They are integral parts also. We mentioned Scott Tolles. We mentioned all these people. Right. They are integral parts
for sure
too, and they're there now. You know what I mean?
Darren Hoskins.
Darren Hoskins. I was gonna give a whole different and that's got a whole. We don't need. You know what we need to have? A Hoskins podcast. We just talk about Hoskins.
Just Hoskins. You're right.
And they are family. You know what I mean? Duran included, the whole. Anyway, Ramona Prater, down in the center, with ALCC, man, she is incredible. I got a chance to meet her a couple different times at Darren McCarty's thing. I think it was last time we chopped it up. Mm-hmm. They were actually her and Stephanie was on Brain Jerk. You guys go check that out. Brain Jerk Pillar Talk with Stephanie and Ramona from MCOP. You guys are gonna love that episode. It was such a great episode. Ryan actually came out on that one too. Julie Everly from Monroe Public Schools, and I have to give her a big shout out because she's a big part behind this. She was my So my sister was a year older than me. She was my sister's first class that she taught at Manor Elementary, and then I was her second. I got a chance to be her student, man. She's a lovely lady. She does such incredible things. I said that I was gonna make this quick. Ain't gonna be quick at all. Tiffany Harper from Tiffany's Pizza, because the mural project that Weezy did is on that mural. Also, Brittany and Justin McCormick, Monroe Beer Cooler. That's what we always talk about. Jacob, that I always ride by and I snap pictures and mess with him. Unfortunately, Jacob won't be at the. He has a wedding that day. He won't be at the shindig. But we're definitely gonna make sure we big him up. We'll get into the artists here in a second. Yeah, Mark Cochran. You know what I mean? Mark, I reached out to Mark not too long ago because he has one of my favorite bands when I lived on Put-in-Bay, Killer Flamingos. Mm-hmm. He has them coming to Monroe for, what's it called, Mike? The
Summer. Oh, my goodness.
I call everything the summer joint. I call everything like what it's not really called.
I'm sorry. I should know
Sorry,
this too,
Mark.
Because I literally just had it in my head. But it's like the summer concerts. And,
summer concert series. Yeah.
And it's they're gonna be here.
They're gonna be here in August. Killer Flamingos. Yeah. It's the last one that they're gonna do.
I want to. Yeah, don't quote me. Look it up, people.
Look it up. Look it up. Yeah, Mark Cochran. Thank you so much for putting that shit out there, because a lot of us didn't even know that there was a concert series until you started putting it out.
I want to shout out Mark just on the simple fact that Mark has been doing so many things for the city, being a part of things in the city. He worked under the city manager. Now he's changed jobs and he has a new job title, but he's still, man, like knocking shit out of the park. Like,
dude.
He's just like, let's go, let's do it. Stop talking about it. Let's do it.
Let's go. So, like my boy Mikey Shoemaker says.
Yeah, let's
go. So Lazy Boy Foundation, because they're part of the donation squad that made a lot of this stuff happen. DTE Foundation, Community Foundation, Monroe County. Also, Rob Grohl, Grohl Automotives, Alan Chevrolet. They pitched in. So I don't forget about them, because that just popped in my head. Also, let's see here. I'll
talk more about that when we talk community. But go ahead.
All the performers, we're about to get in that in a second. DJ's Catering, that's going to bring you all the barbecue. Big Mike, we already talked about, is going to be bringing you the music. Alex Lucio, Dorian Gray, Scotty Vining, Lamar Hall, Robert Lyles, King Bethel, Darnell Doris, Paris Noel. Man, there's going to be some. I don't want to cuss when I'm talking about this right now. You see, I haven't cussed yet, I don't think, in a while.
There's going to be some fire.
There's going to be some fire. That was my F word. Fire. There's going to be some fire performances. Man, when Scotty, Lamar, and Rob get together, are you kidding me?
It's danger. Danger. I know.
You hit him with a mist. Oh, yeah. So you know. Okay. So we all on the same page. Keith Mazarin, Joe Calhoun from Mid-American Group. They're also involved in this. Aaron Lavender has also had his finger in this, man, trying to push a lot of things through since day one. I tried to write the
ALCC board of directors.
Yeah, I was about to say, yes, I want you to take over for a second and give the shout outs in between, because there's so many people. I tried to write down as many people as I could, but there's so many people that come behind this and make things like this happen. And Woody Hoffer, like I said, Woody Hoffer is like the visionary. He's the person. He's very humble. People don't see him.
I wish
he would
be a little more in the streets, as they say, or what do they say now? Outside.
I
need him,
but you know what though?
He never will be.
But you know what? What he's doing is outside, and that's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. So So guys, listen, guys, girls, grandma, kids, everybody. July 16th, it is a community thing going on right here in Monroe, man. MCOP, like all the big dogs. Like, think about it, man. Alan Chevrolet, Lazy Boy, like these are the big dogs coming in and saying, hey, we recognize that this is bigger than just a money grab type thing where we're, and no disrespect to them, but I'm just saying, like, they have the type of dollars where they can sponsor some things to make their brand building things. No, this is things they go, oh, this is going on in our community in the city that we're in. Absolutely we're gonna put in money. We're gonna fund this thing. MCOP has reached out. Stephanie has none of this happens without Stephanie. She reaches out. I don't think we can talk about it, but she grabs a lot of the donors, a lot of the sponsorship money.
The thing is,
that people don't even know about.
Has been doing this for decades. This isn't new to her. This is just
she knew this. She true to this.
Yeah, this is just a new spot.
Can I call Stephanie a gangster? You think she'll be offended if I call her a gangster?
She's a community gangster.
She's a community gangster.
Yeah.
She goes out and gets it.
Yeah, fact.
She's always the topic of discussion when me and Woody talk about things going on in the community. When me and Bronco talk about it, when me and Aaron Lavender talk about it, when me and you talk about it, when me and Tino talk about it.
I don't even, I'll be honest with you, man, I don't even talk to Stephanie much because when I'm in her presence, I'm almost in awe. Like, I just sit back and watch. I'm for real. I just sit back and I watch and just listen to her talk. And I mean, that sounds kind of crazy, but it's just like, for real. I literally just sit back and listen to her talk because it's like, I want to, she's like a Woody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Woody is to you. It's like when Woody speaks, like you're just silent and you're just grasping every word he says. Stephanie's the same way. It's like when she talk, because you know she's not on no bullshit. Let's just be honest. Like if she says she can do something, she can do it. And it's not, she ain't trying to flex. It's just, hey, you guys want to do this? Okay, let's go. And this is how we're going to do it. And then she just starts talking and you go, yeah, she's going to make that happen.
Yeah, that's her.
know?
That's her. And even, some of our peoples in the building that we mess with, some of the people that we mess with, shout out to the co-op, man, just people that we mess with and we're attached to and that we love and support in the community, you know what I mean? Gary and Ryan and all these different people. It's not just seeing it from just being in the community, but even people like them that are doing something, that have businesses and are doing stuff, like they've done some incredible stuff with Stephanie. You know what I mean? Like Stephanie's name keeps coming up. Yeah. I want to make sure that I made sure I gave her a really huge shout out. You know what I mean? Like, because it is what it is, man. Like, she's really integral behind a lot of this stuff that's going on. And then, like I said, man, the community, I keep saying community because none of it happens.
This is the community podcast.
Without it being about the community and our great community. Yep. Like, I'll just say none of it. None of it will happen if the community didn't get behind a lot of these things that are going on. You know what I mean?
You know what I love about a lot of the things that's been going on in the community is it's not based on income, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not like, oh, we have this for the community. It's $20, right? Yeah. And I'm talking about like a lot of the outside stuff, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's and even the things that people are charging for, it's not like they're putting a bunch of money in their pocket. They're taking that money to do something else. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I shout out Gary Paulette.
Yes, big shout. Big shout out to Gary Paulette at IWR and Big Con, because that's my favorite wrestler. And Trey off the top ropes, brother.
Listen.
Did I? Okay, sorry. Did I freak out for a second?
You did, but sorry,
I love it. Sorry, shout out Gary. That's what I meant. What I meant to say was shout out Gary Paulette.
I think you need to be a wrestler right now. Get in
I don't
want to be
Let's go. Okay. Here's the thing.
Listen,
I don't want to wrestle.
Your voice
what
is
I want to do. What I want to do is I want to be like. So you know how Undertaker had Paul Bearer?
Oh, okay.
Right. That's what I want to be.
See, that's
like every once in a while I got to get hit in the head. Right. Every once in a while I got to get knocked out. I got to get body slammed. I'm okay with that as long as I can talk shit right next to the big motherfucker. Hey, Big Con. I look at it. Hey, Big Con, bro. Listen, if you need somebody, I got you.
Listen,
dog. I got you.
I'm not gonna put his name out there. But somebody we know, okay, is getting ready to get into wrestling. Okay?
If you say Ernie Lee, I'll leave the fucking pod right now.
Damn, I wish. I might be able to
I was about to say, because he's a character, bro.
But let me tell you.
I've always envisioned, Ernie.
As a wrestler?
As a wrestler, yeah.
Ernie, I'll be your manager as well. But there's somebody we know that is tipping his hat into the ring, and you know who you are. I'm putting it out there right now. Me and TJ, we gonna be your corner man.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's
we got to
do it.
talk. We got to talk
Yeah.
after the pod.
I can't say it now because it was just brought to my attention tonight.
Actually, you know
But
what?
yeah.
Let me look real quick because I believe, and I don't want to get the date wrong, man. The next IWR was
July
Yes, it is
28th.
July 28th.
Yeah.
July 28th.
So-
in there.
I lost my thought process. Where was I going?
I don't know where you were going. We started talking about wrestling and Gary Paulette. and I was like,
Gary Paulette. I want to say like because I've heard things in the streets about Gary, and there's like, oh, he's just trying to make money and blah blah blah. And I was like, but everybody's trying to make money. But do you realize how much money this guy puts back?
I was about to say
into the community, right? And that's the whole reason why I brought it up. Not to be
okay.
not to be like on a negative thing.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
No.
yeah.
I just want people to know that, like when we were talking about, even when you do have to pay for things, right? Where that excess money goes to, right? And I mentioned Gary Paulette because he's one of the premier. He does the Pop Fest. He does IWR wrestling. He does all these things.
Monroe Pop Fest is fucking huge.
Huge. And, he brings in major people, not just the guy down the street that used to collect baseball cards.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? He brings in major people. So, for people that have this concept of, like, they don't want to support because they feel like people are just putting money in their pocket. One, support because most people aren't like that. They do it for the love and they do it for the hobby. They're not out here and driving Cadillacs and Range Rovers and that kind of shit, right? They're doing it because they love to freaking do it, and it's for the community. They're bringing something to the community. Yes. Second, I want to say, even if, because this is just me being on my soapbox right now. Let's just say, even if TJ the mayor does an event and he's charging $1,000 at the door.
Why you got to put my name out there?
I'm
You got to put my business out there
I'm
for
gonna
my
put
next
you out
party.
there.
$1,000, that
Right.
ain't nothing nowadays.
It's
Gas
nothing.
is $18 a fucking gallon.
You feel me?
I can do $1,000.
So if it's
a head.
$1,000 a head, and he's putting all that money in his pocket to bring you something amazing, you pay it for everybody else. So if Gary's charging $10-15, if Brain Jerk's charging $35-45, pay that money for a good time.
You know what, man? And you know what? Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
And I got something to say about that too, because guess what, guys? Like, I'll be the first to say it. I won't be the last to say it, but I'll say it right here. That a lot of these different things that are going on in the community, especially this summer, a lot of stuff's been popping off in 2022, 2021, heading into 2022. And nothing is unaffordable. None of this has ever been unaffordable.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
You hit me in the comments and name me an event that's going
to break the bank.
Yeah, that's been
Right.
exactly like
Right.
that's been unaffordable.
Right. We're not.
Please tell me, because I can't think of anything. We're talking about $10 or $15 to get into a wrestling event where I had the time of my life.
Right.
We're talking about the Funny Fridays, right? $10 a head, man. Like, come on, bro. It's $10. It's 2 gallons of gas to get in. You know what I mean? I know, right? Did I hit a sore spot? Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But even when we do jokes and jams, that's a heavier ticket. Yeah. But even jokes and jams, we're trying to bring out everything we can to entertain you throughout the whole night and some. You know what I mean? Same thing with when they did Darren McCarty here. Like, it was for a cause. And just like jokes and jams, we don't harp on it a lot, but a percentage of our profits always, every time we do anything, goes to charity. So even with the Darren McCarty thing, $50 a head. Yeah, but guess what? You know where your money's going. You actually know. We're community. You know where your money's going. You know what I mean? And if you don't, contact me. I'll put you in touch with the people of where that money's going, and you can talk to them for yourself. I have nothing to hide here. Nobody has anything to hide here. And I feel like I'm speaking for everybody, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but for a second, I'll speak for Gary. I'll speak for Anthony Hoskins. I'll speak for Tino. I'll speak for Brain Jerk. I'll speak for these guys for a second, because I see where a lot of money goes. Right. And it definitely goes back into our community. And that feel right there brings us back to what we're talking about today, about community and about planting seeds, because we're all taxpayers. We all go out and have fun. When the people that really run some money accounts, right? when they see that we're doing something, they love. I wouldn't say they love. They like to give back. And you know who I'm talking about? The powers to be. We're talking about the 1%ers for a second. They don't mind giving back as long as it's something that is getting popping. Why? Because the more popping our city gets, and I know I'm outdating myself by saying popping or lit or something like that, but the more lit our city gets, the more we actually bring light to our city that is a cool place to come down and kick it. You know what I mean? We have 3 exits just off 75.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You can come from the west. You know what I mean? You can go from northeast, you can come from north, south, or west. And if you come from east, let me get on your boat. I'll show you a hell of a time. I know how to fish and I know how to drink, whatever you want. But what I'm saying is, man, is that things like this, getting us having fun, getting people coming out.
Right.
All you have to do is come out. Look at Montague Park.
Yes.
Man, shout out to the Montagues, man. Shout out to Montague Park.
Shout out to
the
Montague
Juneteenth
Park,
celebration, the Rance Allen celebration.
Yeah.
Like, that shows you that people will come out. All our community wants, especially after COVID, all we want to do is come out. We want to enjoy each other. We're a real community. People forgot about that. This is a real community.
You talking that talk tonight?
Sorry. Did I start going crazy?
No,
did I start going crazy?
Bro, you talking that talk tonight?
Where's put the little cape on me, hold me back. Right. But I remember my cousin Pudge said one time, he says, I love Monroe. My cousin Pudge says, I love Monroe. He goes, if you don't like Monroe, the Pleasance, Elm Street, Front Street, and if you want to go north, hop on 275. That's okay. If you want to go west, go hop on M50. It'll take you all the way to Dundee. If you don't like Monroe, that's okay.
Do it.
There's exits for you. Nobody's trapped, but we love it.
Yeah. I want to shout out Allen Chevrolet to John Allen.
John!
Because I heard, you know, I'm always outside, as they say now, right?
You're not going negative, are you?
No, okay. Not at all. So I just want to say, like, John, first and foremost, I appreciate you on a personal level. You did some things for me and my son that you didn't have to do. So I love you just for that in itself. But I want to shout out, like, John Allen, because we just had the fireworks, which were freaking amazing out at State Park, all of that. And people say, oh, you know, why they got to call it the Allen Chevrolet fireworks, blah, 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 right? And I'm like, I'm trying to explain to people, like, did you realize, and I know, like, COVID kind of hit some people in the head or whatever, but do you realize at one point we weren't going to have the fireworks anymore? We didn't have the finance for that, which I understand. The city is trying to do some things and put money where money needs to go, and which is more, maybe, quote, more important than the fireworks show or something like that, right? And once again, I get that. And I'm probably going to go off on a little tangent or something like that. I'm going to try to maintain and control myself. But John Allen from Allen Chevrolet literally said, we can't go, and this was a few years ago. This wasn't like last year or the year before. A few years ago, pre-COVID, I believe, he just said, listen, we can't go without the fireworks in Monroe. That is a Monroe staple. Right. People from all over the county come to that. What do I need to do to make that happen? And basically some people, you know, came to John and said, this is what we need to make it happen. We need X amount of dollars. And John said, sounds great. I got it. I'll pay for it all. Just call it Allen Chevrolet, you know, put my name on the top. He's a businessman. What do you want him to do? He just gave you X amount of dollars. So, John, thank you. I do appreciate that, and I think the community appreciates that.
Yes.
And, you know, that's my rant for community. And
I'm going to come see you too, because I need a Traverse, dude. The family's growing. I need the Traverse.
I need that Sport Boy.
No, I'm going to get the Traverse, bro.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get that, but mine's going to be doper than yours because you got kids, so I don't want you to, like, trick yours out.
Oh, don't you, bro. I got so appalled the other day. You know, I love getting appalled. I came up here to the studio to do some things real quick in the studio, man, and shout out to Kevin, Ryan's boy from Phoenix. We get to chopping it up because I used to live in Arizona, live right outside of Phoenix and Tempe, and we got to chopping it up, right? And then Ryan's like, oh, you ain't seen my new purchase. And I'm like, oh, what'd you purchase? And we go downstairs.
You talking about Ryan?
Ryan.
Brain Jerk Ryan?
Brain Jerk Ryan. I go downstairs.
Oh, no, he got a new whip.
It's this, I'm talking about a Blackmobile. I'm talking about the van, the big van that we used to roll to AAU tournaments in, bro. Yeah, he's got this E350, bro. And I said, what?
Only Ryan.
What? And I've been looking for a family vehicle
is he not gonna
for like months
he's
now.
He's going to get that bitch wrapped, ain't he?
He probably will. But I'll tell you this. For what he bought it for, I'm like, bro, I'll give you double that. Like, that's how good of a deal. I said, I'll give you double that right now. And he's like, no, because he knows what he got. He knows what he got. And I won't say too much more about it, the color or anything. I don't want anybody rolling up on him, you know what I mean? Ask for autographs. But
hold on. Ryan, I know you're going to watch this. When you get it wrapped, BTT will sponsor the back panel.
Whoa, we got to talk about this.
I'll sponsor it.
They got a lot of money over there.
I'll sponsor it.
Oh my God! I'm trying to pull up. Shout out to my boy DJ A-Dub over there at Putin Bay. I try to pull up. I'm trying to.
You seen booties, didn't you?
Come on, man. As soon as my shit,
bro. As soon as you say, like, when you Google DJ anymore, like, Dub comes up with booties.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm getting on my Instagram right now because I want to tell everybody the ats of all the artists for the mural project that's going on around town, and that's going to be there at Planting Seeds because I want to put that out there so people know where to check their stuff out at too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than just what they're doing here in Monroe, because these are these are big artists, man. These are really big artists. Man, the one in Hellenberg is actually starting right now.
Is it?
They're doing the corn in Hellenberg, Tony Hooligan.
Oh,
I cannot wait to go down there. So I want to give these guys a shout out too. So Tony Hooligan, his at is at Tony TONY Hooligan, but it's at TONY WHLGN. So let's see. Oh, Backpack Durden, who's a huge name, dude. Backpack did the Orchard.
Yep.
So his ad is at
I want to give him a hug.
At BAKPAKDURDEN. That's Backpack. He's the one that did the mural over at the Orchard. Wheezy is incredible at that mural at Tiffany's Pizza. Woody told me about handpicking her for this flower because Tiffany said it's flowery stuff, and he's like, I got somebody perfect, and he was talking about her so much. So Wheezy's at is at 0 UIZI. That's at 0 UIZI. Her name's Louise. She goes by Wheezy. Go check out Tiffany's Pizza. It would be the the north side of Tiffany's Pizza next to Public House. Man, it is beautiful. She's all done. That mural's done.
And I believe she's local.
No,
she's not. Okay.
Jacob Dwyer, we talked about him before over at Monroe Beer Cooler because I keep pulling up on him and we got to chop it up or whatever. And he's the one that won't be there on July 16th. But I think he's going to submit a video. We're going to try to do something for him to do like a Q&A maybe over maybe on our next podcast because that'll be out next Friday, the day before. So we're trying to put something together for Jacob because Jacob has been putting in work, especially in these hot 90-something days here. His at is at JACO BPDWYER. That's at JACO BPDWYER.
Right. Yeah, and if you guys haven't went over and seen the progress on that, like it's dope.
It's dope.
All I'm gonna say is planting seeds.
Planting seeds, man. Y'all see the shirt. Y'all see. Let me do.
Right.
45, 47. Y'all see the shirts, man. Come on, man.
Planting doesn't have any vowels in it.
No, planting without the vowels.
I love it.
But we got seeds.
Talk it.
Hey, I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a fucking jingle for planting seeds, bro. I'm gonna come up with a jingle.
Where is Rome tonight?
I know. I'm still waiting. He was supposed to pop in the podcast any minute, and Rome is out there putting in work out here in the city.
I got a feeling if when Rome comes back, he better have some damn jingles. We need a JC Quality Construction jingle. We need a Planting Seeds jingle.
Yeah.
Shit, I need a Big Mike jingle. Fuck it.
You know what? We need a Totally Focused jingle. Shout out to Totally Focused Entertainment. I like your hat.
Hey, thank you.
Like your hat, dude.
I'll tell you something too. I'm gonna put it out here on the podcast.
Let's talk about it.
It's going to be some time.
Okay.
It ain't going to happen tomorrow.
Right.
But I want people to know that Totally Focused Entertainment is getting ready to move. We're getting ready to move in such a crazy direction.
Can I get back on paperwork then? I was never on paperwork. Can I get on paperwork then?
I'll tell you this.
I just want 1%.
This is
because I know what you're talking about. I want 1%.
This is all I'm going to say.
Okay, sorry.
You will definitely be on the board of directors because
thank you.
we will have a board. So you would definitely be.
I'll be there.
I can have 2 family members on the board as long as I have it. I believe it's 7 people or more. You can have 2 family members, like immediate family members. So you're definitely on the board of directors, sir.
Thank you for that, man.
So pay attention to some things that Totally Focused is doing. Some websites are coming soon, and I think people will be pleasantly surprised.
Are you still looking for interns for the DJ and stuff?
Definitely so. Right now, I have an intern at this point. Hopefully, he may become a partner. We'll see what happens. But actually, Dev from the development group wants to.
I know he's mentioned it a bunch of times.
Yeah, he hits me
that
up
would
a
be
lot.
a great duo, man, at a wedding. At an event, at a quinceañera.
Dev has.
Shout out to Dev, man. Dev did an incredible job hosting anything that we say. Hey, Dev, man, can you do us a favor and host this? Like he shows up and shows out.
He's a great mouthpiece.
He did the first time he actually hosted something. It was Friday Funnies at Amaya's. And we had I don't think he had a clue of how he was going to do.
No.
And the people loved him. They loved him. And then he ended up coming for
he just winged it. He said he had practiced some things, but he pretty much. But that's just natural personality.
Just him with Ryan when they link up to do a taste of show. I mean, they do so incredible, man. Yeah. Shout out to him and Pete, man. Man, they're so
I definitely
awesome.
want to shout him out. I haven't been able to talk to him recently. He's just so freaking busy.
There's a lot going on.
But
he was just up there at the practice facility today with the Pistons.
Right. So it's like, Dev, don't forget, bro. Put it in your calendar, July 22nd. Let's go. That's going to be your debut.
I'm bringing him on stage July 16th. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying for Totally Focused Entertainment DJ service.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he's going to be my MC and my right hand.
Did I mention? I'll be on stage for a very short couple moments
at Planting Seeds.
Of course, I'm going to be hosting the. We're going to do a sit down with all the artists, so you guys can get to know. It's going to be like a get to know thing. You know what I mean? We'll do a little Q&A at the end. But yeah, no, like we want people to know who these people are and what they have going on because it's
follow, support. Like we can't say that enough. Follow, support. You know, these guys, like, I always hate to bring like money into it, but these guys aren't rich. You know what I mean? And they're doing things for the love. And it's like, just see their work. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're painting a mural here and a mural there, but you know what? They can also paint little things in your home. They can do things for your business. They can put things inside your business. These guys can, simple artwork that you can hang up in your business. They do all that stuff. So, yeah, just support, man. Support. I can't say it enough.
Support.
Yeah. Community is important, man.
Very important.
And I don't care where you're from, but if like, you know, a lot of people get bent out of shape of big politics and things like that. Like, get involved in just your average little small communities, big communities, what have you. If you get involved and everybody gets involved, man, we make so many more things happen than, you know, just wait until election day.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, and one thing that I love about and I call ourselves as Monroe, I call us a small city, a big town, small city. You know what I mean? We're not a small town. We're actually a really big town or a smaller city. But one thing that's great about being in a big town and a smaller city is it's a lot easier to reach out and touch different people like the mayor or people on the board or people that you can do some charity work for or you know what I mean? Like everything's within reach and you can get a hold of them.
And then when we need to, we're right around the block from Ann Arbor, Toledo, Detroit.
Whenever we want to reach out. Yes, like we're in a nice hub right here.
Yeah. We are the hub. I like that.
We're a nice little hub, man. I mean, seriously, back in the day, man, Monroe was huge because we was right in between Toledo and Detroit, which is 2 big cities. And then you go west.
Right on the river and then right on Lake Erie.
and then just west of us, the big city, you go right down 94. You got Ann Arbor, and you got. So anyway, but yeah, man, it's support, man. That's what we're doing. Like,
Facts.
Come on, man. I feel good, Mike.
It's the community report.
What was that old
BTT podcast?
Was it Rome and JLR? I feel good. You don't remember?
I got that.
That's gonna be the next drop. Okay, I said
that.
it. We're gonna do it. That's the next. If you guys don't know who we're talking about, we'll talk about it next podcast. I promise you. When Rome walks in the door on the next podcast, we'll talk about it.
If somebody can bring JLR from Canada, just lyrically raw, also known as the White Wolf?
I don't know, but I know this.
So if you can bring him to me, my number is 734-625-4548.
Oh shit! You put your real shit out there.
Yeah, that's how much I want to get with JLR.
Man, we'll make that happen. I'll holler at AJ. Shout out to cousin AJ. AJ Lavender. Hey, holla at your peoples over there in Canada because you just got back. I seen you. AJ, you be out there, bro. Shout out to Spartan Financial, by the way.
Yeah, he's
coming
outside
soon, man. Yeah, he be outside on a whole different realm. Like,
for sure.
Like I need to go outside with him because they be having some keggers, all types of shit. I just turned 37. I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to go back in time for a second. Just like
I would say, how
you know
old
what?
is AJ?
Like,
AJ's what, 25?
I don't even know how old
26?
he is. I don't even want to say. He's Jamel's age.
Okay. And they be out
but
there. They be out there in them streets.
Man, when I fuck with AJ, I feel like Toby Keith, like his parties and shit. I be feeling like Toby Keith, like I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. You know what I mean? Go. Like give me one good night. I'm telling you, like I'll be sore the next day, but I'll give you one good night. We'll do the flip cup, the beer pong. They be getting it in Canada, bro. And they don't fuck with fifths. They fuck with lead. It's the whole... Anyway. Right. You know what? Let's wrap this up, man. We have actually, we're about to leave here. We're about to go meet up with some great people.
Yeah.
Brain Jerk, D. Mills, Shane Neckel, and Ryan Mink, Monroe County Reporters.
Little Brown Jug,
Jeff Ott, Adam Myers, Tino Amaya, Mikey Shoemaker at 8 Mile Vodka. I'm forgetting a bunch of different people now.
Kim
Ruiz, Jeff Copey. Like there's about to be a bunch of people we're about to meet up with because that's what we do. We try to get up. We try to meet up with each other and bounce things off each other. So we're gonna get out of here, man.
Let's go.
Big Mike, any more shout outs you got before we get going?
Man, you know what? I want to shout out. I have to shout out Nina's Candles and Nina's Chic Boutique and Custom Creations because, like, if I'm not wearing a cheap design, my bad, cheap.
It's cheap because we got the hookup. Sorry, it's cheap because
if I'm not wearing if I'm not wearing a cheap design, then I'm normally wearing a Nina's Custom Creation.
You definitely are.
So it's like I have to shout her out. I don't shout her out enough. Matter of fact, she has some things going on. We'll be introducing here. Another shout out, man, is just Bob Clark, Mayor Clark. For just doing the things that he's doing in the city and keeping things going. And then, of course, super shout out to, I just want to say Monroe Parks and Recreation.
Yes. We
got some things going on together, and they're doing a lot of big things.
Yes.
I definitely want to shout out. I got a lot of shout outs. You shouldn't have.
No, go ahead.
You shouldn't.
Go.
You shouldn't have gave me this.
We're good.
Want to shout out Level Up. For all the good things they're doing.
Carabino actually bought me a shot for my birthday last weekend, man. Yeah, I got a chance to chop it up with him.
So
yeah.
I know that things have been going up and down for Level Up, but they're just great guys.
They're always going up. Going up.
Yeah, great.
No, they're always
going
up because the attitude. They're always going up.
Yeah, great. That's what I'm saying. Like great guys. They're doing their thing. They're trying to branch off into a lot of different things. That will definitely work for them in the future.
Shout out to the Red Storm.
So,
I don't want to say our new Timberwolves, but when the Timberwolves left, we didn't have a semi-pro team here, and Carabino and Level Up, Carabino came up with a football team and the Red Storm, semi-pro team, Red Storm.
Yeah, so shout out to them. Man, I could go on tonight. I could go on forever because I'm feeling so shout outy, but. I'm gonna leave it with this last one, man.
Okay.
Shout out to Teresa Shaw and the Photo Book. She does some amazing work. She does everything from headshots to weddings to bar mitzvahs to if you need some pictures taken, like that's the girl to go to, and she's dope. So shout out to you, and she's an avid listener and like every time we have a podcast, she quotes something, she shoots me a text on something, so I got to give her a shout out. And then once again, man, you know, all our sponsors, man, that make this shit happen. So
yeah, I want to I'll try to do mine real quick. I just want to Dorian is going to be performing.
Yes.
His new album's out. The story of Dorian Gray, or the picture of Dorian Gray 2.
Cop it.
He's going to be which he won the Juneteenth talent showcase. But he's gonna be performing at the PLNTNG SEEDS. I want to shout out his sister. This is my family members. I'm shouting out real quick because Deanna does such amazing things with her brand, man. Greatness revolves around you,
which is amazing in itself.
It's amazing in itself, man. Shout out to Chrissy Montague Creatives, yep. Because she has been such an influence on a lot of these younger folks and men that are just trying to find their way. You know what I mean? No matter if they're into what her field or not, she's been a really, really huge mentor.
And I'll say this, just for Chrissy, because Chrissy won't say it. I'm not going to put... Chrissy has helped some people do some major moves,
yes,
that would have never happened,
us included,
if it wasn't for her. If it wasn't for her, and I have to say, I don't want to put names out there and things like that, but yeah, definitely shout out to Montague Creators.
And then you know, I just want to mention them because we've been having a lot of talks, you know, behind the scenes lately, and I'm just so grateful, man, that they just keep pushing forward. Dorian keeps pushing forward music and with his message, you know what I mean, between his music, his religion, the financial literacy that he's trying to push out there to young folks. Come on, man, right?
Mandela is unapologetically Dorian.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Chrissy and Deanna. And then also, you know, I was going through a bunch of different pictures and bunch of different collages in my phone. I was trying to free up some space, bro. My space is fucking crazy on my phone right now. And I came across, like, I remember putting a post up, and this wasn't that long ago, my favorite podcast. You know what I mean? Which is, I love our podcast because it's us. I love Brain Jerk. I love Lunatic Radio. That's where I started.
Shit gets deep.
And what I was just about to say is, let me get to Shit Gets Deep, because me and Matt, we chopped it up for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half the other day, man. And he was just genuinely just shouting us out, everybody, not just us.
Yeah.
Everybody in Monroe, because one thing about them is they're so much in touch, but there's so much not here when it comes to things. And Matt was like, man, I kind of feel bad sometimes because I can only come to certain things. But I'm like, no, don't feel bad, because you have so much things going on. And I get that. And Beaker has said the same thing to me, but both them guys hit me up on the same day, sent me a text message without each other knowing. So shout out to Shit Gets Deep podcast, because those are the two major forces behind that podcast. Right. There's a lot of other people. There's Damn It Joshua. There's Look It Up Cody. There's all these different people, but those are the two main driving forces is Beaker and Tyner. And they show so much love. Yeah. We sat there on an hour and a half on a phone call, and he was just like, forget the podcasting aspect of it. Like, I love the city that I live in because of the people that are doing so much. Like he said, that he dropped tears the other day just thinking about how cool it was that everything was going on. He's like, after, and he put it in perspective, he's like, after everything shut down, it was a fucking pandemic. Nobody got to do nothing. If that's what it took, then you know what, glass half full. I'm glad the fucking pandemic came. Sorry for the people that lost their lives, and not trying to say nothing like that. But you look at the glass half full, this is what has came out of it. People got time to sit and think, what do I really want?
I want to shout out definitely Tyner and Beaker, because they both, when I was on their podcast just for that brief little moment, like, they gave me the confidence to go, man, you can do this. Like, you're fine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shout out to them. And that's why I always rock the hat. Man,
me too, yeah.
Beaker, Tyner, I might need something different that doesn't say Shit Gets Deep, because every time I wear it, people look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
But I love it. And I wear it any fucking way. Fuck them.
I'll wear it all the fucking time. With that being said, man, hey, I'm your boy TJ the Mayor.
It's your man DJ Big Mike.
This has been another episode of Beyond the Tracks podcast. People, make sure you go out there for Planting Seeds July 16th, right here in Monroe, Michigan at Labor Park on Winchester and 2nd. It's going down. We are not bullshitting. And I even edited it out with my own mouth.
I like
because kids are invited and we are having a great time for the community. So with that being said, love y'all. Peace.
Peace.